Hello students, today's topic of discussion is cleavage of ethers by halogen acids. Now this is an important chemical reaction of ethers. It is the only chemical reaction for aliphatic ethers given in your NCERT book. So let's start this topic. Cleavage means, as you all know, cleavage means breaking. So the ROR bond is broken by the use of halogen acids in this reaction. Let's take a general example, ROR dash. Now here R may be equal to R dash. That means they may be similar. In such case, if both the alkyl groups are same, it is known as symmetrical ether, or they may be different. The alkyl groups may be different from each other. In such case, it is known as unsymmetrical ether. So we can take a symmetrical or unsymmetrical ether. It is treated with halogen acid. Halogen acid generally used are HBr or HI because they are sufficiently acidic in nature. On treating it with halogen acid, one of the bond is broken, either this one or this one. One of the bond is broken depending upon the nature of the alkyl group, and we get a molecule of alcohol and an alkyl halide. Now if this bond is broken, we will get alkyl halide from here and ROH. Means if this bond is broken, H will be added here and X will be added this side. So we get one molecule of alcohol and one molecule of alkyl halide. If we are using excess of HX और excess of halogen acid, अगर ये halogen acid excess में use किया है तो the alcohol will further react with HX and it will give the alkyl halide. So we will get two molecules of alkyl halide and water if we are using this in excess. So this is the reaction, cleavage of ethers by halogen acid. Now in this reaction, HX that is used is HBr or HI. The reason being they are sufficiently acidic. They are strong acid because acidic character increases down the group. Sufficiently acidic in nature because we need acid to protonate this ether. And second reason is Br minus and I minus are strong nucleophiles. तो ये दोनों strong nucleophile होते हैं and they can easily attack in the nucleophilic substitution reaction. Clear? So this is the reason why we are using HBr or HI in this. Now let's study about the mechanism of the reaction because that is important. Let's take an example of CH3O CH3. I have taken a symmetrical ether here. It will react with HI. Now HI is a strong acid. It will exist in the form of H plus and I minus. First, the protonation will take place because oxygen has lone pair. It will attack this H plus and it will undergo protonation. तो यहाँ पर H अटैच हो जाएगा. There is a CH3 and a positive charge on oxygen because oxygen has shared its lone pair with the hydrogen ion. This is the first step. Now in the second step, what will happen? This protonated ether, this is known as oxonium ion, I minus then will attack, and it will attack from the side where there is a smaller alkyl group. Now here both the alkyl groups are same, so it can attack from either side. यहाँ पे अटैक करेगा तो ये जो बॉन्ड पेयर है they will go to oxygen and you can see this is a SN2 pathway. So the cleavage of ethers by halogen acid generally takes place by SN2 pathway. Here the attack of the I minus and the leaving of this CH3OH group will take place in the same step, and you will get a molecule of alcohol, methanol and methyl iodide. So this is the mechanism. It is following an SN2 reaction. What is the characteristic of SN2 reaction? Less is the steric hindrance, more easily the reaction will take place और higher will be the rate of reaction. तो यहाँ पे ये ग्रुप जितना छोटा होगा उतना रिएक्शन फास्ट होगी और I minus will attack from the side where there is a smaller alkyl group because SN2 reaction depends upon the steric hindrance. So this is the mechanism of this reaction. Now let us discuss this by taking a general example, ROR dash, as we have taken earlier. Suppose R is a bigger alkyl group than R dash. It is bigger in size. Clear? Now here we have taken unsymmetrical alkene. First protonation will take place. It will form ROH positive R dash. Now from here the reaction can follow two pathway. If you have a 1 degree or 2 degree alkyl group, इफ़ यू हैव 1 डिग्री और 2 डिग्री अल्काइल ग्रुप, ये जो R है और R डैश है, अगर ये 1 डिग्री है और 2 डिग्री है, देन द रिएक्शन विल फॉलो SN2 pathway. And in SN2 pathway, what is the feature? That I minus or the halide ion will attack from the side where there is a smaller alkyl group. Now which of these is a smaller alkyl group? We have just discussed R dash is smaller than R. So I minus, if we are taking HI here, I minus will attack from R dash side and this bond pair will go to oxygen. So what you will get? You will get ROH plus R dash I. So you have to remember here that alkyl halide is formed from a smaller alkyl group. Why? Because the reaction takes place by SN2 pathway, and in SN2 pathway steric hindrance is less. SN2 pathway, in SN2 pathway the alkyl group which is smaller will provide less steric hindrance. So steric hindrance is less from the side where there is a smaller alkyl group. So alkyl halide is formed from the smaller alkyl group. So what is you have learned just now? If you have 1 degree और 2 degree alkyl group, अगर दोनों में से एक भी 1 degree या 2 degree alkyl group है तो reaction SN2 pathway follow करेगा. SN2 pathway means the alkyl halide will be formed from the smaller alkyl group. But if you have a 3 degree alkyl group, if you have a 3 degree alkyl group, the reaction cannot occur by SN2 pathway, or you have any other group which can form stable carbocation, which form stable carbocation C plus, then the reaction will follow SN1 pathway. In SN1 pathway a stable carbocation is formed. So what will happen? What is the step? This protonated ether will break to form the stable carbocation. Now here we have taken R dash. Suppose R dash is 3 degree. अगर ये 3 degree है तो bond cleavage यहाँ से होगा. This bond pair will go to this oxygen. You will get ROH or R dash. Sorry, we have taken R as a larger group. So if this is 3 degree, the bond pair will, I will write again, ROH positive R dash. Here we have taken R is bigger group. So if R is 3 degree, what will happen? This bond pair will go to oxygen. You will get a carbocation R plus and R dash OH. Clear? After this, R plus will get attacked by I minus and you will get Ri. So in this case, you have to remember that if there is a 3 degree alkyl group or any group which can form stable carbocation like benzyl group. Clear? So if you have a 3 degree alkyl group or benzyl group, then alkyl halide, they will form alkyl halide. So halide will be formed from 3 degree or benzyl group, and the other group that is present will form the alcohol. तो ये दोनों टाइप के मैकेनिज्म फॉलो करता है. इफ़ देर इज़ अ 1 डिग्री और 2 डिग्री अल्काइल ग्रुप तो SN2 पाथवे होगा और स्मॉलर अल्काइल ग्रुप से आयोडाइड बनेगा और या हैलाइड बनेगा. इफ़ यू हैव 3 डिग्री अल्काइल ग्रुप और बेंजाइल ग्रुप, दोनों में से कोई भी ग्रुप प्रेजेंट है तो अल्काइल हैलाइड जो बनेगा वो इनसे बनेगा एंड द अदर ग्रुप विल फॉर्म द अल्कोहल बिकॉज द रिएक्शन विल फॉलो SN1 पाथवे. SN1 पाथवे में एक स्टेबल कार्बोकेटाइन चाहिए, सो दे विल फॉर्म ए स्टेबल कार्बोकेटाइन एंड देन इट विल बी अटैक्ड बाय द हैलाइड आयन. नाउ लेट्स डिस्कस सम एग्जाम्पल्स टू अंडरस्टैंड द क्लीवेज क्लियरली. This is first reaction CH3O C2H5 plus HBr. Now ये दोनों क्या है, 1 डिग्री है, 1 डिग्री है तो रिएक्शन होगा SN2 and the alkyl halide will be formed from smaller alkyl group. तो smaller alkyl group कौन सा है, यहाँ से, तो ये क्लीवेज यहाँ से होगा, I इधर आएगा और H इधर आएगा, Br इधर आएगा, so you will get CH3Br plus C2H5OH. So you will get alcohol from C2H5 and alkyl halide from the smaller alkyl group. Here again you have 1 degree and this is 2 degree. अगर 1 डिग्री है और 2 या 2 डिग्री है तब भी रिएक्शन SN2 होगा एंड द एल्काइल हैलाइड विल बी फॉर्म फ्रॉम द स्मॉलर एल्काइल ग्रुप. तो यहाँ से क्लीवेज होगा CH3I प्लस CH3CH3OH. So you will get isopropyl alcohol and methyl iodide. Here HI, there is a 3 degree alkyl group and one is 1 degree. Now here whenever 3 degree or benzyl group is present, then the cleavage will take place in such a way that is stable carbocation can form. तो ये form करेगा stable carbocation, cleavage यहाँ से होगा. You will get iodide from the 3 degree alkyl group. Although it is bigger in size, it will form alkyl halide because the mechanism has changed. Now the mechanism is SN1. Clear? नाउ दिस इज़ बेंजाइल ग्रुप, ये बेंजाइल ग्रुप है और ये इथाइल ग्रुप है. तो बेंजाइल ग्रुप कैन फॉर्म ए स्टेबल कार्बोकेटायन. तो रिएक्शन विल फॉलो SN1 पाथवे. क्लीवेज कहाँ से होगा, यहाँ से होगा, क्योंकि ये स्टेबल कार्बोकेटायन फॉर्म करेगा. पॉजिटिव चार्ज विल डेवलप हियर, देन I माइनस विल अटैच हियर एंड H ऑन दिस साइड. सो यू विल गेट CH2I plus C2H5OH. Now see this reaction, there is a benzene ring on one side and a cyclohexane ring on one side. Now benzene ring cannot undergo SN1 or SN2. यहाँ पे कोई भी reaction नहीं होता, SN1 या SN2 नहीं होता, because the phenyl carbocation that is formed is very unstable. अगर positive charge यहाँ पे आ रहा तो ये बहुत unstable होगा, because there will be positive charge on double bonded carbon. तो ये बनेगा नहीं. Again SN1 SN2 is not possible in this because a bond cleavage will not occur from here. यहाँ से bond cleave नहीं हो सकता because it has a partial double bond character due to resonance. तो bond कहाँ से cleave होगा, bond will get cleaved from here. You will get H on this side and I on this side. You have Br here, Br on this side. So you will get, तो अगर कभी भी बेंजीन रिंग पे O अटैच है तो ये बॉन्ड ब्रेक नहीं होती. दिस बॉन्ड नेवर गेट ब्रोकन एक्सेप्ट अंडर एक्सट्रीम कंडीशंस बिकॉज इट हैज़ ए पार्शियल डबल बॉन्ड कैरेक्टर ड्यू टू रेजोनेंस. इसके जो लोन पेयर है वो इसके साथ रेजोनेंस में है, सो इट हैज़ पार्शियल डबल बॉन्ड कैरेक्टर एंड यू विल गेट दिस प्रोडक्ट. सॉरी, दिस इज cyclohexane Br. Clear? Then last one is you have a benzyl group and you have O, then benzene ring. Now it will get cleaved from here. The reaction will be SN1 because benzyl group will form a stable carbocation and you will get the product CH2I plus benzene ring OH. So you will get this product. So these reactions are important. One or more reactions is asked in the exam. I hope you have understood the concept, how to write the products. You have to look for the nature of the alkyl group. If you have 1 degree or 2 degree, it will follow SN2 pathway and alkyl halide will be formed from the smaller alkyl group. If you have a tertiary group or you have a benzyl group, then it will follow SN1 pathway and you will form alkyl halide from that benzyl or 3 degree alkyl group, although it is larger in size. That's all in this video. I hope you like the video. Please do share, subscribe it. Thank you.